Do you follow what I'm saying? And studies show this. I don't know if y'all know this or not. This is a good DEI conversation. But did you know that studies show that there's a threshold that if a neighborhood or a corporate office gets more than like 7 to 10% black, people start to look at it differently. It starts to become something different. They're like, okay, this is no longer a white neighborhood, so it's not as nice, not as good. It's now a black neighborhood. We got to get out of here, right? Or this corporate office, we'll bring in a few black people, but we don't want so many black people that it starts to become a black space, right? So ultimately, what I would say to you is that getting black faces into white spaces or black faces into high places is not empowering at the end of the day. It's not very empowering. What's empowering is making the investment of creating black spaces and pouring into those spaces until they become high spaces, right? Something becoming a high place really means it has value. Things have value when someone has invested in those things. Do you understand? Like if you have an athlete that is high, that is valuable because he's been trained at the highest levels, well, that athlete is valuable and he's highly trained because somebody poured into him. There's a coach that invested time into making sure that athlete was trained. Let me know if you're following what I'm saying. Let me know if you're getting what I'm saying. This is an abstract idea. I want to make sure everybody understands this, right? The more you invest in something, the more valuable it becomes. If you got a bank account and you don't put money in the damn account, then that's not going to be a valuable account. But if you have an account and you pour 80% of your income into that account and you do that consistently over a 30-year period, well, you're going to be a rich Negro. Do you understand? You will be very wealthy because you invested in this account. It's not the account that makes it valuable, it's the fact that the account has money in it. So a space is not naturally valuable. A space is just a space. But if you invest in that space, then that space becomes a valuable space. That becomes a high space or a high place. Right? We have these high places, and so what is a high place? Oh, it's a place where rich people, important, powerful, right? Whatever, right? Like, and there are these places that are seen as important, like the Met Gala. You know, where everybody shows up and they dress like a tree trunk and they wear goofy, stupid costumes that look like Disney characters in a horror movie, right? Or somebody will show up wearing a piano on their head or something crazy. But the Met Gala is seen as a high space. I don't see it as a high space. I see it as a place. It reminds me of that song. You know that song, "The Freaks Come Out at Night," right? The people that show up at the Met Gala, half of them look crazy, half y'all look mentally ill. But they do that because they see that as a high place. So they say, "I want to be a black face in a high place." So therefore, I'm going to go to the Met Gala. Well, here's the thing: if you really want to be in a high place, then sometimes you can knock on the door and say, "Hey, sir, can you let me into your high place and I can bring my black face and I get the chance to show off." And that you might get lucky and you might get let in, but then when they decide they want to put you out, they can put you out. What's better is to say, let's create a black place and let's make it a high place. We're gonna take this black place and when you tell me to go to the white place, I'm not interested in going to the white place because I'm gonna go to the black place because I know that I have value. See, it's understanding your worth. If I know my worth, then I know that my worth is not dependent upon your acknowledgement of my worth. I don't need white folks to see me for me to know that I'm damn good at what I do. I know I'm good whether you see me or not.